And no matter what time it is, wherever you're at, I hope you're having a good, and welcome to the new Alcove, my little corner of YouTube where I get to bring you folks and things that interest and entertain me right here on YouTube, as well as from places all over the internet. And this is for November 2nd, 2017. It'd be Thursday. And my favorite time of year has finally returned, which is fall. It's not too hot, not too cold. For me, it's just the right kind of weather for getting out and doing things. Okay, first up, I want to do my welcome aboard segment. Got some new subscribers I want to bring to your attention, and here they are right now. And I want to thank you folks once again for subscribing to the Borg Lives channel, my humble little corner of YouTube. And for those watching this video, do me a favor, please go check out the channels for these folks. The links are down in the video description, because if you don't, you're going to be missing some extremely talented people, especially some of those young folks that have recently subscribed to my channel. I want to something I don't do a whole lot on the Alcove. I want to express my thoughts on the subject of the death penalty. And this talk, my Cutter J's recent video posting a video titled "Closure Live," where he sings a song that he wrote over a year ago. He done recorded it one time, but he did it this time, and you really have to listen to the song all the way through to get what it is he's singing about. And I'll put a link to that video down in the video description. The whole premise of the song is the family got closure after the guy who murdered them was executed. And my thought on that was, does an execution really bring closure to a victim's family? Well, I'm not sure. There would be several factors involved with that. Like, one, how long after the conviction did the guy wait on death row, leaving the victims' families a stewing for how many years before they finally went through with the execution? I'm like this: if you had enough information to lead a jury to convict and for the death penalty, I think the judge should set the execution date for no longer than a year after the conviction. This would give defense teams plenty of time to look for DNA evidence or whatever. If they're going to prove that the trial was faulty based on evidence, I figure a year is plenty enough time to do that. And it doesn't leave the victims' families in such a stew for all that time. Because some of these guys spend 15, 20, 25 years on death row, and by the time they are executed, I'm not sure anything would bring closure to to the victims' families after that point, except maybe the satisfaction of knowing they got the right man. Because after all that time, if you ain't found proof to exonerate them, or just cause why death penalty shouldn't be applied, you're gonna find it in that time. And if you didn't, then do I believe in the death penalty? Yeah, I do. I've never had a vindictive nature, but if you're gonna have the death penalty, you need to apply it as quickly after a jury decision as possible. To do otherwise just leaves the victims' families in more of a hardship. That's my opinion. What's yours? If you don't, if you have an opinion on that, go to Cutter J's videos and leave it there. Or if you prefer to do it here, you can put a comment down in my comment section for this video. But that's my thoughts on it. And I have found some songs that I pre-checked to see if they cleared YouTube's Content ID matching system. I found quite a few, and up next is my meager attempt at rendering an old Nat King Cole song titled Love, and I hope you enjoy it. See, V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone you can adore. Can love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. See, V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. Can love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game or two. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. I said love was made for me and you. And that is it for this edition of the Alcove. I hope you folks enjoyed my show today. Be sure to go visit my new subscribers, and please go to that Cutter J's video link that's in the video description. He'll appreciate it, so will I. And that is it for this edition. And I want to wish everybody a happy Friday and the upcoming weekend. And as I always say at the close of these things, whatever you do today or tomorrow, or, well, any day is a good day. You find yourself somebody to be nice to. They'll appreciate it and you'll feel better too. From the great peach state of Georgia, this is Larry saying, have a good one.